Yeah, same bro. Hi bro. Welcome to same bro. Hi. 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 Hi bro. Hi, it's Keiko. Hello. Hello. Keiko. Hello. Hello.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, he's gone for goal! Oh, it's come loose. And it's played at Torres! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
And we have our very first corner. Kahn claims comfortably. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior, he's found a way through. Piqué with a fine tackle. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a promising position, an instinctive delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Borussia Dortmund, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pedri. And this is Torres. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of he rises! No, not the best of headers. "30 minutes gone. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Vinicius Junior. McAllister is always looking to break lines. McAllister could drive, and the shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of a...
Oh, smashing header! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And we're underway again.
Borussia Dortmund really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Played out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Messi. And the cutback. And it's made Vinicius Junior! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That walk. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kvaratskhelia. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pato looking to penetrate. It's Pato! Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Rodri. Changes him with that pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking for the run. Pato looking to run onto it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Zanetti. Great defending, strong and determined. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kvaratskhelia is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's picked out the run. Aubameyang is onto this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Borussia Dortmund really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Borussia Dortmund leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Borussia Dortmund, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's onside! He's found a way through! So much time. Pato! Loose ball, and another try! Defending of the desperate variety. Aubameyang is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's a danger. Aubameyang! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Pato. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And here's Aubameyang. Good ball, good take.
Bangladesh really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Griezmann. Oh, he's been caught on it! In he goes again! He's scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Aubameyang. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pato. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? No way through, so back it comes. And he's straight offside. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Piqué deals with that comfortably. Knocks it into space. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Getafe with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zola is there, and he can get that clear. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. It's Park Ji-sung. Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Chips it through. Tries to get it clear. And here's Gnabry. Conte. And that should get the job done.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's there to retrieve it. Zola. Zola! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Jordi Alba. Getafe were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at...
Chance! Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Scholes is always looking to break lines. Now it's Pato. And this is Torres. Zola. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Adams. Neymar concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Adams. Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Played out to the right. Tries to play it through.
There will be
Zanetti.
added time.
Zanetti. He rises! And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Borussia Dortmund.
Hello, attendees. This
Well, for
is
me,
a
Peter,
Welsh
things have
children's
never really got
announcement.
going, but at
With the
least this will
father
be a
of
good
boy
time
in a
to
blue hat
reflect and
kindly make
regroup.
his
I
way
can
to
see
the
a few changes
information
coming,
centre.
because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's Park Ji-suk. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Batistuta. Gerrard. Conte. And this is Drogba. Steaming. And a chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Getafe are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Conte plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Batistuta, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gnabry. Well, we expected better, and so did he. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Conte. Edmilson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Conte. Zola. Now it's Torres. And they win it back again. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He gets big! Final touch was poor.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Didier
Getafe
Drogba.
are able now to make their
21,
substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Conte,
number 10,
Darwin,
Serge Gnabry.
Rashford, he's got
Number
away.
23, Park Ji-suk.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more...
It's Neymar! He's put it wide. Conte. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Added minute has been indicated.
Played into space. Oh, what a mistake! Shot a goal!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Terrific header! Really well taken goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things get...
And time is up. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Just
Any
a quick
reflections on
request
what you've
today
seen,
for
Jim?
everybody to
Well,
please
there was a
kindly
distinct
remove
lack
any
of
cars
clarity
parked on the
or
road
commitment
outside the
in
stadium.
everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
So it's down to business here.
Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just...
And a chance! In for the pieces! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And Berbatov! He scores! And the lead lost no no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good. You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response.
And the shot!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he spark a counter here? Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Chance, surely! In he goes again! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And smartly reclaimed. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. Gerrard. And it's Olmo. Doué.
Doué! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an
Shot a goal!
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pato is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he's searching through. And this is Pato. And this is Pato.
Tries a shot!
Off the post. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, we call that the slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
There will be 3 minutes added
Steps
time.
in, and that's the end of that. Edmilson. And he thumps it clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Borussia Dortmund are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
The stadium is strictly forbidden.
Quite a half.
Please
More of the
use
same,
parking
please.
provided by the club
Score
or
at the
any
interval,
other paid parking
2-2.
facilities in the area.
Substitution in progress.
Second period then underway. That's a little off target. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Vicious ball here, and he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. DK is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Driving forward. Oh, he's burst through. It's Pato!
Superb from Pato! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible, he got some...
And the shot!
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. And it's named. He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that was never going to make it. He's found a way through. Goes for goal! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitutions taking place.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
A header!
Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Pato. What a throw in.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's intervened well there. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shot could be on. Well, they've got it again.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Real chance! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that means just one thing.
Great chance!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So that's it. It is all over. Borussia Dortmund have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you didn't just miss it, we are up and running already.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Fernando Torres tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's really good defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. Good read, needed to be. Neither side yet able to find the net. Yaya Toure aimed beyond the defence, turns and goes back. Gerrard. Dani Olmo, chance here to counter. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shoot, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Berbatov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, there first. He's got it all. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Torres. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish of true class. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that has put paid to that.
Has been indicated.
Plays one through. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gap. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Borussia Dortmund clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Borussia Dortmund ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Great vision. Edmilson. Neymar.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he's managed to get free. Neymar. Good, strong midfield running here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Not the most accurate pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Dani Olmo could try cutting inside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, well played, well played. Berbatov. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Berbatov is herring after that one. Rijkaard. That's a cute ball. That's an excellent interception. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, it's a promising build-up. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hazard. And the pass is intercepted. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Hazard. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Gerrard. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Please join me in
Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Today.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's an excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Zola. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Van Basten. Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely... Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
India clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vermeer! No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Kvaratskhelia. Guti. Oh, good read. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Fermin goes steaming forward. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Guti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zola going face-to-face with his... And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Looking to pass their way through. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Van Basten. Can he finish? And that was very necessary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Kvaratskhelia. This looks promising. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please turn your
How's the first
attention
half
to the
compared with
screen
your
for
expectation?
information
Well, the goal
provided by
attempts
the
are coming
local
thick and
police.
fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Number 11, Elhaj Youth. Coming on to replace
Borussia
him
Dortmund
is
are probably
number
feeling
7,
relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's on his shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Gerrard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Van Basten had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about... He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for options for movement. Belletti. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand.
Chance for a shot! They've scored!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Van Basten! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, winning the ball back that high up the pitch obviously reduces the distance from goal, and it was his pressure that forced the mistake.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Oh, what a mistake! He's got away.
Takes a shot!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down and...
Great chance!
Oh, what has happened here? Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Guti. That looks a cracking ball.
Big chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation that
indicated.
there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he plays one through.
Tries a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Wonderfully smooth, smart. And there goes the final whistle. Borussia Dortmund proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won
Fellow
it.
attendees, this
Pato
is a
voted
lost
man of the
children's
match,
announcement.
and deservedly
Would the
so.
father of a boy in a blue hat
Borussia
kindly make his
Dortmund
way
leave
to
it
the
late,
information centre?
but in the end, it was great.
Borussia Dortmund
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
Pirlo is steaming forward. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Berbatov. It's Luke. Oh, he's been... And another try! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be...
And the finish! Oh, taken with style! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and...
Tries a shot! That is some save from De Gea! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Borussia Dortmund given another corner. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way through. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And they're back on the ball again. Tries to pass it through. That is... In he goes again! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
He's picked his way through. Lukaku. And that is wildly off target.
Nepal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Luis Suarez. Now it's Lukaku. He's had it taken off him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Berbatov. And no, that was never going to make it. Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Just a quick
Well, Peter, I'm
announcement,
just
it is now
thinking
time
of
for our
the best way to
special
describe
lottery.
that.
Please grab the
Frantic,
tickets you were given when you were walking through the
frenzied.
gates.
It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 12, Fernando Torres. Number
Borussia
20,
Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two,
Number
Peter.
77,
Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 10, Alexandre
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a searching pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hazard, Lukaku, driving on and making good progress. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's good play. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Can he get on the end of this?
Nepal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Azar. Threads one in. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Now it's Pato. Kvaratskhelia. And this is Zola. He is through here.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Good effort from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And that's it. Borussia Dortmund pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at...
It's Gerrard!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Saliba calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dani Olmo. He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Dani Olmo. Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Good driving run. Knocks it into space. Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. So it is still 0-0. Well, played right into his path. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. No way through. And it's Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Koundé. Can he get it through? And the shot! It's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get...
Dani Olmo! Pedri. Messi. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. He's beaten the last man. Great chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
The ball has bounced loose now.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 12, Fernando Torres.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with
Terrific head!
It's bounced back off the post. Caceres. Oh, they could break here. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Pinches it off him.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Nicely weighted ball. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is expertly dealt with. Borussia Dortmund do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pedri. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior goes on a run down the left wing. Saliba attempts a clearance. Neymar. And no, that was never going to make it. Wan-Bissaka. Van Dijk. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cannavaro. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Madrid. Oh, what a mistake! But they've got it again. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Dani Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have...
Here's a chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Dani Olmo.
2 added minutes has been
Pedri. Played with finesse. Kvaratskhelia finds himself offside. And that is as far as it goes. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement.
How do you look
now.
back on the
We
game
would
then,
like to
Jim?
ask you all
Well,
to kindly
Peter,
stay
I
seated
really
during the
couldn't
match.
see what this
Thank you
team
for
was
your
trying to
cooperation.
achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.